Lewis Hamilton has just been handed a devastating penalty by the FIA, one that could derail his entire Monaco Grand Prix weekend. And it all stems from a single miscommunication that spiraled into a full-blown incident with none other than Max Verstappen. In a twist that has stunned fans and even caught Ferrari off guard, Hamilton will now drop 3 places on the grid after the FIA exposed new evidence showing exactly what went wrong during qualifying. And the consequences for Sunday's race could be massive. This wasn't just a small misjudgment, it was a chain reaction set off by an incorrect message from Hamilton's race engineer telling him Verstappen was slowing down, when in reality, the Red Bull was on a flying lap. With Hamilton easing back into the racing line at the sweeping Massenet corner, Verstappen had to slam off the throttle, ruining his lap and launching an X-rated rant over team radio. The FIA didn't let it slide. After hours of analysis, multiple data reviews, and driver hearings, they dropped the hammer. And Hamilton's qualifying effort has just been turned upside down. And here's the thing. This isn't just about one moment in qualifying. This has real consequences for Ferrari's entire Monaco strategy. With Hamilton now starting further back, overtaking is nearly impossible, and race position is everything in Monte Carlo. This grid drop could be the difference between a podium and another weekend of damage control. So don't go anywhere, because in this video, we're breaking down what really happened, how the FIA made their decision, and why this new evidence has left both Hamilton and Ferrari absolutely stunned. If you're new to the channel, make sure to like the video, hit subscribe, and stay with us until the very end, because what happened here at Monaco might just be one of the biggest turning points of the 2025 season. This situation goes far beyond a simple penalty. For Lewis Hamilton, it's a brutal reminder of how quickly a race weekend can unravel, especially when internal communication at Ferrari fails at the worst possible moment. But what's perhaps most striking is how this has exposed deeper fractures inside the team, just as the Monaco Grand Prix was meant to be a turning point. After the stewards handed down the penalty, Hamilton didn't try to deflect blame. According to insiders, he was visibly frustrated behind the scenes, not with Verstappen, but with the team. His words during the hearing reflected calm professionalism, but also disappointment. Hamilton reportedly said, "I was told Verstappen was slowing down. That was the information I had. I wouldn't have rejoined the line otherwise." His tone was firm, but composed, a veteran aware that even when misinformed, the responsibility still falls on him. But behind closed doors, sources close to Ferrari suggest the atmosphere was anything but calm. Riccardo Adami, Hamilton's race engineer, who previously worked with Carlos Sainz, is now facing serious internal pressure after delivering the faulty information. According to data logs submitted to the FIA, the miscommunication lasted just seconds, but that was all it took to cause the incident. The fallout is immense. Ferrari team principal Frédéric Vasseur attempted to calm the situation in front of the media, stating, "We gave Lewis the wrong information at the worst time. It's frustrating, but we have to accept the decision and focus on the race." But the press didn't let up, and with good reason. This is now the third high-profile strategic blunder in just 2 months. First, it was the chaotic Imola pit call, then a tire mix-up in Miami. Now, a miscommunication that has cost Hamilton a podium opportunity. Within the team, some engineers are beginning to ask the hard questions. Has the arrival of Hamilton caused confusion in internal roles? Is the team stretched too thin trying to balance 2 high-profile drivers with different communication styles? One thing is clear. This is not a one-off mistake. This is a pattern. And in a sport where milliseconds matter, these moments are the difference between glory and disaster. Meanwhile, Verstappen has been far less diplomatic. After the session, his radio message was pure, unfiltered rage. What the fuck is he doing? And during his media duties, the Dutchman didn't hold back. "I had to back off because he was in the middle of the line. It's ridiculous. It's Monaco. You can't afford that kind of mistake here. His annoyance is understandable. In Monaco, even one ruined lap can cost pole. And although Verstappen still starts from the second row, he knows it could have been much worse if the FIA hadn't acted. This incident also casts a shadow over, here's your corrected and polished version of the transcript section you provided. I've cleaned up grammar, spelling, e.g., Charles Leclerc, punctuation and sentence flow for clarity and drama, while preserving your voice and tone. McLaren gains breathing room to execute their strategy cleanly. Even Mercedes, quietly lurking in the midfield, could pounce if chaos unfolds up front. One radio miscue from Ferrari hasn't just altered Hamilton's race. It may have shifted the entire strategic landscape of the Monaco Grand Prix. And what about the fans? Social media has already exploded, with debates raging over whether the penalty was fair. Some argue Hamilton was a victim of bad information. Others say the rules are the rules, and if Verstappen was impeded, a penalty had to be issued. But what unites everyone is the growing sense that Ferrari, once again, has fumbled under pressure. As for Hamilton, all eyes will now be on him when the lights go out.